Andrea from Prairie Sky DIY, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba, Canada. This card is going to feature a Celebration freebie paper. We're going to do a little bit of ink blending, which you don't have to do if you're not comfortable with it or if you don't have the supplies. I just wanted to show a little bit of a different way of doing a background. But let's take a quick tour through the paper pack first. This is so pretty. I love watercolor. These little birds are super cute, fussy cutout. I've seen so many card samples with this. I think I'm probably going to get maybe another pack, maybe another couple of packs. We'll see how it goes. The paper that I'm choosing to use is this one with the blossoms with the little bluebirds. I'm also using something that I haven't taken out of my stash in a very embarrassingly long time. I'm using the masking paper. Now for this one, I was going to do a thicker strip, but I don't think I need that much. We're going to do 1.25 inches. That should give me, I should be able to stay within the lines. We'll see. Now the masking paper is super thin. It is kind of like washi tape. There is a divide in the center, but of course I had to, cut past that. So we'll see how this goes. There we go. And then because I want to make sure that it comes off easily, I'm just going to put it down on my pants, pull it up, and then I'm going to use the grid lines on my paper so that it's kind of square-ish. And then we're going to do here, and we're going to do the same thing. Now, taking some of the tack off on your clothes does help with repositioning it later. It is really easily repositionable. Now watch, that one was easy. This one I'm going to struggle with. Sorry, it's kind of like when you're looking for an address and you turn down the radio so that you can see better. All right, and then we're going to do, actually I think I'm going to go a little bit wider. There, we're going to go like that, and then peel this one up slightly. And then a little bit less of an angle. There. And for this one, I'm using Lemon Lolly, which has not been opened yet, surprisingly. I don't use a ton of yellow in my cards, but when I saw Lemon Lolly, I was very excited because it is pretty much the perfect shade of super soft yellow. Or that looks a little orange. All right, let's see what it looks like when we start to blend. Oh, that's pretty. All right. Oh, there's a little bit of blush still left on my brush. I thought I did a good enough job cleaning. Actually, you know what? I don't mind that together. So we're going to ink up our brush and start off the paper very softly. And add pressure as you go. I'm really surprised at how orange the ink is, but it's yellow when you put it on your card. Now you can add and layer up the color as heavily or as softly as you want to. You do want to make sure though that you stay on the tape line and don't have the tape bend up like it was there. I'm just going to start going this way because I do want to maintain somewhat crisp lines. And then I'm just going to go gently back and forth. I do kind of want a little bit of a distressed look with this one. So I'm not too terribly worried if I get a little heavy or a little light in some spots. And again, if you don't love something, keep adding ink until you do, or cover it up with an embellishment, a sentiment. All of the mistakes can be fixed, and if they can't be fixed, you flip the paper over and you start again. Okay, now, content with how that looks. Got a little bit of a blemish there, but that's okay. I'll take care of that when we get to where we're going. So now we're just going to peel up the tape, and we've got our nice crisp little line here. Oops, that did not go according to plan. There we go. Quick and easy. So now we've got our sweet little diagonal line here. You can add embellishments, coloring, flowers, whatever you want to that. I am going to use our sentiment again from Heartfelt Hexagon. And I am going to use the hexagon stamp, but first we're going to decorate with our little birds here. So I am just going to pick one. And I'm actually going to use the edge of the paper. Am I going to use the edge of the paper? No, I'm not. I'm going to take this guy and get him as close to the edge as I can, so you can see that there's no edge of the paper showing through. And I'm just going to give him a bit of a punch. And then I'm going to punch another one as close as I can so I don't waste any of this paper because it's free. I'm a Manitoban. I love a deal. I love free. So we're actually going to use the back side and our little guy here. I do need a little bit of something, so I might... Oh, I didn't close the ink pad properly. Give it a bit of a click. You know what? I hardly use ribbon on cards, so I am going to use this one. This is the Inner Braid ribbon. It is Misty Moonlight, I think, and white. And what else are we going to do? All right, I had a plan in my mind and I'm kind of going a little bit sideways with it. And again, if you've been here for a hot second, that should be absolutely zero surprises. So 4 1/4 or 4 by 5 1/4. Move this off to the side. I just cleaned up my desk yesterday and you cannot tell. Then we're going to use the Lemon Lolly as our card base. Score it at 4 1/4. And then we're going to need to trim. Trust me, there is a vision and it's coming. Okay, so then we're going to bring this down to 1/4 inch on each side so that it's even. So it looks like we started with a plan. That's what I love about paper crafting. You know, you start on a track and sometimes you stay on the track and sometimes the squirrels in charge just kind of switch your path and you just kind of go with it. All right, now we're good. Bone folder. Okay, trust me, there is a vision here. Been doing quite a few layers today. I'm a little surprised at myself. So if you are in Canada and you would like to get a copy of the mini catalog or celebration and you haven't yet, just pop me a message and I will make sure that you get one. Okay, so then this is our vision. And also, if you have any questions at all, please comment on the video that you have a question, or comment on this video, and I will get back in touch with you as quick as I can. I always read the comments, or you can send me an email to andrea@andreaestinson.ca. And be sure to sign up for my newsletter below as well, because that's where all of the goodness is shared. I've got tips and tricks, and every time a video is uploaded, I mention it in the newsletter. Okay, so we're going to do straight across and then flip it over. Fingers are getting a little bit sticky here, but it's all good. Okay. Okay, like that so far. So let me know too, which card was your favorite. There will be a quick little recap at the end of this video for all of the ones that we've done so far. And you'll be able to find them after on the 2022, holy cow, where'd that come from? 2024, traveling back in time apparently, mini catalog playlist. So we're just going to do a little bit of this, bring the bird, and then we're just going to put our adhesive across all of it. And then we're going to do our sentiment. Which one are we going to do? Sending you lots of love and hugs, I think, would be a good one for this. And we're going to repurpose this little piece here. And I'm going to stamp it in black. I like to do ink to stamp because I find that it usually gives me a little bit better control and I don't get the halo as often. Excuse me. And the halo is when you get ink around the edge of your stamp, so that when you stamp your sentiment, you get a little bit of an extra little bit of an effect. I do love the basic white cardstock because even though I use that piece as a scrap, I can flip it over and it's thick enough. Sorry, I lost my word there for a second. It's thick enough so that you don't see what was on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna, whoops, dimensionals. Okay, and we're gonna use the bigger ones on this one, mostly because I just looked to my left and I found them. There's also black dimensionals, which I love, and the black package comes with 2 sheets of the small and 2 sheets of the large. I hadn't bought them, but then I did, and now I love them. Okay, so we still have our little mess up there that we need to fix. I'm going to grab the classic matte dots, and we're just going to plop a couple of the big ones, a few of the small ones, and we are done. So let's take a peek at all of the cards that we created during this catalog launch party. This one features Light and Airy, which is one of the freebies that you can get. We've got the Perennial Lavender stamp set and Heartfelt Hexagon. Ice Cream Swirl, where we fussy cut. And then we've got a little area that we can write. You can also write on the red if you wanted to. And then we did a not a card project with the dogs. So I hope you had fun. I can't wait to see what you create if you try any of these techniques that we used or the stamp set. So be sure to pop over onto my Facebook page, Prairie Sky DIY. And again, if you have any questions, pop a comment on the video, or you can send me an email to andrea@andreaestinson.ca, which is also linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to pop over to the page as well for a chance to win some prizes. I've got a couple of games over there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.